Now we'll see how we can make a sprite go up and or down. So as you see, if we have to go up, the y value increases. Okay, and if we have to come down, the y value decreases. Okay, so let's first make a sprite, and we'll make it move up. So moving up is also can moving up like is also like moving toward north. So if we have to make a sprite move up, we'll place it somewhere down. So let's first create the sprite. Okay, and let me take this one. Okay, now again I'll use the locations to set it. So we use this block in order to encourage the student to look at each position as some value of x and y. So let me put it here. So x is 185 and y is 55. 185 and y is 55. Okay, now again we'll create a behavior so that it goes up, and once it reaches the end of the screen, it should again come back to its original position, or you can set it to be back at any other position. So I'm not going into details because the lesson flow will be similar to what we have done in the previous class. So we'll just go straight to coding. So we'll go to behaviors, create a behavior. We'll give the name to the behavior. You can give any name to the behavior. So first we'll make the sprite move north. Okay, so north is already there. You can increase or decrease the value here depending on with what speed you want the sprite to go up. Then now when it's going up, we'll put the condition that when it reaches the end of the screen, so when it reaches around y is equal to 387 or something, it will come back to any position on the screen. So again, similar to the previous lesson, if sprite y position is greater than say 360, we'll set the y position of the sprite to somewhere inside the screen. So actions, set sprite y position to say 49, 39, whatever you want to give. Yeah, we have to give the behaviors also. plane begins So in similar way, we'll make the behavior to make a sprite come down repeatedly. Another thing that we can teach the student here is the concept of random. They do know the random meaning of random, like anywhere. So random location means it can appear anywhere on the screen. Okay. So in math, there is a random integer block. So we can introduce this to student if you feel that the students, your student is very bright and they can get the concept. So random integer means it will take any value between the number, minimum number and the maximum number, between the numbers that we give here or here. So suppose I use this random integer for the x location. So suppose I want the plane to be anywhere between say this place and this place. So what is the value of this location? X is 41. Okay, so I'll put here as 41. Okay, and here 300. Okay, so every time I click run, the plane would be at some different position. So how we can use this in the function? Okay, so in place of the plane, every time the plane appears to start from here, from y is 39, I can put random integer block here and say that every time the plane should appear from any value between say here and here, any position from here to here. So y30 to say y100 or 132. We'll leave it there. So every time it will appear from a different location. You can also vary it in terms of I want the y position to be static, but I want the x position to be different each time when the plane appears again on the screen. So y say 30 and I'll put see. So every time the plane will appear from a different position of x. It will depend on whatever value you have given here. Like if you give random integer from 30 to say 300, then sometime it can appear from here, sometime it can appear from here. So depending on the area between which you want the sprite to appear, you can give the minimum and the maximum value. But we'll introduce this random integer command to student only if the student is very bright and you think that the student will be able to get it.